Good day, everyone. I just want to take a few of your time to show you how Gemba-Walk is working. You'll see how easy it is to set up a Gemba-Walk for your business. First of all, when you subscribe, you're going to get an email with a password that you can use to connect on app.gamba-walk.com. And once you get there, you'll get to this login page. You enter your username and password, and you hit login. The layout can be switched from English to French quite easily. First of all, you're going to go in My Team. You're going to be creating all the employee you want to work with, either administrator or user. The difference is administrator will have access to everything, and users will have access only to a specific department that you will have set up. And then if you go on config walks, this is where you're going to be creating your departments. For example, of this demo, I'm going to create a new one. This department can be called health and security, and I can't grant access to those users. Then you hit save. The department will be created, and then you can go in there, create your new sector. So for example, we are in health and security. So I want to say mail number 1, for example, and then I want to create, this is my sector. I can have a different sector. It could be mail number 1, it could be assembly, it could be, I mean, all the sector you have in this department. You can add specific people here as well. So if a user has access to a department, this user will see everything underneath this department. But if, for instance, a user is only for a specific sector, well, then you can just add this user over here, even though he's not in the department overall. He can just be in one sector. Then we're going to be creating a deck of cards here. It's a new theme. I want to edit this. This will be health and security regarding employees. And I want to create cards or questions. It could be, is everything okay? Does everyone wear their safety gears? In that case, if I answer no, well then I want to have sub questions. So I just need to hit the branch here, sub questions. And then if I answer yes, well then everything's fine. I don't need to ask more questions because everybody's wearing their gears. But if I answer no, I want to see, is the boots missing? Or the safety pants, or hard hat, or let's say, I don't know, gloves, and so on. I can continue on all the questions you have for safety regarding the employee. It could be, is the station clean? I don't know. Any question you can think of. As simple as, are you happy? You can continue on. As you could see, it's super easy to create questions. You can continue creating as many as you want. Once you have that set up, there's a little target here. All the ones that are gray are not configured. But if you want to configure them to have threshold, so let's say, is everything okay? I can accept that everything is not okay once a week, let's say. So I could add one, say, okay, I'm okay that once a week that not everything is okay, it's fine. But when I get to 2 a week, well then I want the tasks to be created automatically by the system because I want to trace that. If I say, okay, skip question answers. So if this question is skip 3 times a week, well then I want another task to be created because I'm going to follow up with the people. Why is this task has been skipped? Because if it's skipped, I don't know if it's a good or bad. I have no metrics. Therefore, I want to follow up on my employee on that regards. And if everything goes positive, well, let's say 7 times a week, I want this task to be created in order to thanks my employee. Thank you guys, you've done a great job. You did great. I want you to reinforce a good behavior. You can add as many as you want, depending on the threshold you want to follow. But those can be modified as you want down the road. This is telling the system when the tasks need to be created. We have the employee, we have the department, the sectors, and all the cards. If you want, you can add more deck of cards, as many as you want. And once this is done, well, then you can start and go in the mobile version of the app. So you log in here. One I want to see is my Gemba-Walk. I want to go get the health and security. I get mill number 1 employee. That's the one I just created. So here is where the fun begins, because picture yourself or picture an employee down the mill with his phone or with a tablet, any kind of device really. It could be Android or Apple. It doesn't matter. And then you can just swipe the card left or right to enter the questions. You don't have to type anything. If ever you want to have more detail on the questions, well, you can swipe down and add a comment. If you want, you can take a picture here. If you were on a phone, well, then it will be either the picture library of the phone or the camera on the phone. And you can take a picture, add the picture to the card, and keep on going. Remember, if I hit yes here, well, then there will be no sub questions. I'll go to the next question. But if I go back and I answer no, well, then I have the other set of questions. For is the boots okay? Yes. Pants? No. Hard hat? No. Gloves? Yes. Position clear? Yes. And are you happy? I'm gonna skip that one. I'm done. There's no more cards. So I hit check mark. And then I can see the questions I answered. So was that okay? Was not okay? I can edit my answers here, add comments, add picture, and then when I'm okay with all the questions, I verify that, I save it. If I want, I can also start using the summary mode. If I start with summary mode, it's basically starting by the end of it. So you can answer here, yes, 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 everything is good. I can skip if I want, and I save it. It's just another way to do it more quickly if you want it. Once this is done, well, then I can go back in my results. And what's nice about it is I can filter out, let's say filter just today. I can see the 2 walks I've done. I see the comments. If there was picture, I would see the picture here. I see my score. I see this one I scored at 57. This one I scored at 100. And if ever there was questions that reached their threshold, well, then a task would have been created here. So we'll see the tasks, what's good, what's not good, how come it has been created, and then they will allow me to assign the tasks to someone, and then make a due date, completion date, add a description on the tasks, what needs to be done, and then priority, is it normal, high, urgent, and why it has been triggered. This one is 5 ignore question weekly, and this question has been ignored 5 times, this date, this date, this date, and so on. So I see why it has been created. And on the dashboard, you can customize your dashboard really easily by clicking edit button. And then you'll see here on tasks dispatch, you can see, okay, Evelyn has 5 tasks. Unassigned, there's still 5 that are unassigned. They're here, these 5 here. The good thing about it is when you do your weekly meeting or your daily meeting with your team, you can really talk to Evelyn, for example, or Steven and say, hey guys, these tasks have been assigned to you because they've reached a threshold that we don't accept anymore. If you don't take action, there's good chance that the threshold is still going to be exceed. So please take action, solve the problem, and we're going to continue following up the answers that we're getting from the mail. This is super important because that will avoid you notice errors or problem at the end of the month. And then you can add as many other widgets as you want. And once you have tasks assigned, user will get notification through an email, and then they will be able to log in on their app, whether the desktop or the mobile, and then see their tasks here. For example, I can see what's up with the tasks, what the what department it was in, what happened. I can have a description here that my manager put together. I can key in my own comments here too. I can attach files and follow up. If ever you guys already have a task management software, well, it's super easy. You can come here, API, and Gemba-Walk comes with an API where your IT department can link every Gemba tasks to your task management software if you have one. Or if not, Gemba has a task manager. If you want to manage at one place and you want to export information, it's super easy to export using our web API. If ever you want to use Excel spreadsheet, it's also possible. You can export all the grids here using Excel spreadsheet. You can manage filter, play around with the filter, group by different columns. It's super user friendly and super handy to use because we want people to use it. We want the learning curve to be as minimal as possible for you guys, because if people use it, this is where you're gonna have some gain and real change on your business. If you have any question, you can reach out to me at info@gemba-walk.com or directly in our website here. You can click here and we will be talking here. All right, guys, I wish you have a good day. Hope to talk to you soon.